Well, here it is. It's been quite a while since you've seen this truck here, but it's coming along quite nicely. I kind of teased you with it a little bit earlier in another video, but this time I'm going to take you around it, kind of show what we've done to it, and give you an idea of what we got left to do. Pretty much last time I was at my shop, the only thing that I had done was I bolted in these lower frame rails here to make the frame, and that was it. I drove it down here and let my uncle take it from there. And he's put a lot of stuff on here. Obviously we've got actually another piece of channel here that we're going to be able to bolt the wood to, so we can have the deck on that. It'll be nice and rigid. Also it keeps it level because the original frame dips a bit here. Another thing that was added that wasn't really planned at first was this big old headache rack. My uncle had some used square steel here, and he whipped this up and put her on, and this thing is just beefy. You could pull down a house with this thing if the truck could do it. And we've got pockets here on the side of it. We're going to have a stake bed, so we're going to have sides on it, and the 2x4s of the sides will fit right in there nice and snug and kind of hold it together. We'll move, I suppose, to the back here next. Obviously this is all welded together. We had to move the gas tank a bit, and we put it back here, and my uncle actually fabricated a new filler neck for it. He got a piece of exhaust tubing and had it bent up and welded the old cap and everything on there, and was able to do that. So now we'll have the filler at the back. We would have tried to do it out the side there, but the frame was just a little bit too small with these frame rails. We couldn't get the tank in there from the top or the bottom. It would have had to come in on the side and it would have been stuck. So we turned it around and we're able to put it out the back there. And there's more to this I'll show you in a minute. But another thing we have that you may have seen in the other video is the cherry picker that was sitting on the back of that thing in the last video. And that will actually be able to bolt right up to the back here on top of the flatbed, and then we should be able to pick up, you know, heavy things with the truck now, hopefully. But that's going to be really cool. And another thing to go along with that, you may have noticed these pipes sticking out here on the side, and what they're going to be is we're going to have another piece come down like a little block that'll actually sit inside this pocket here. So when we want to lift with the cherry picker, we're going to be able to lower those blocks down into place here, and it'll stop the suspension from going down. Had to fabricate new little brackets here for the bumpers for the overload springs. I think we had one good one left, maybe two. Yeah, we had two good ones left, but fabricated new ones for the back here, and good old hockey pucks. We figured they'll work good enough for what we're going to do. What else? Oh, the back here. This is going to sit on the end board. If I can put this into place real quick, just to kind of give you an idea of how it all works. That big metal plate there will sit on top of that. It'll take the weight here from the cherry picker on this big plate, so it doesn't gouge into the wood. And then we've got our little fuel door here, which is pretty cool. So we can lift this up, get to the fuel, and fill her up. And it'll also protect it from hitting anything or getting damaged. Another thing, this piece isn't quite done yet, but we're going to have a piece of metal coming down here, so we have a place to put lights and everything in here. So that'll be cool. We got a ways to go on this truck yet, but it's getting there. It's looking like a truck again. Right now I'm going to go ahead and actually start painting it. Just this new metal here, clean it up a little bit and paint it. I probably won't do much with the frame, because the original frame, because it's just crap anyway, but I might throw a coat of paint on it just to get it to match the same color as the new stuff. And what else we got to do? We got to put new brake lines in. Well, one new brake line in here, and I've got this new rubber line here. I've got a new one because that's pretty rusty and nasty. And that'll actually, I'll drill a hole here, and it'll come in through the back, and then I'll replace the line that runs through here, which is this line. And it's got a union there, so I'll cut that out and put a new piece in. And also the fuel line, we couldn't use the front tank because it had a big hole in it. And I don't have another one, so it's only going to be running a rear tank for now, but that'll be just fine, I think. I don't think it's going to go on super long hauls or anything. And yeah, that's it. For now anyway. We've got some more things we've got to do to it, but I'm going to get this thing painted. And I'll see you when we start putting the decking on. Well, I've got all the new metal on the frame painted. It's starting to dry. It's still kind of tacky, but I think what I'm going to do now is go ahead and start painting some of this original frame here just so it matches up. Probably going to have to clean a little bit of the rust off before I even attempt to put a coat of paint on it, but it's not really there to protect anything on the original frame. It's just going to be there to kind of make it match so it's not all rust and black. So I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up the original frame a little bit and slap a coat of paint on it, and we'll see how it goes. Well, alright, I got the rest of the original frame painted up, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's no show truck, but not looking half bad. Now I got to let this dry for a couple of days. This stuff I painted yesterday is still a bit tacky, so I'm going to leave it alone. Hopefully it'll harden up a bit, and then we can put the gas tank back in. And once that's in, I can get lines run down this side of this frame here and hook the gas tank up and replace that brake line, and then it'll run. And then we can put the wood on the top of it there, get that all set up, and then she's good to go outside the shop here.